Santa Maria del Cedro is located right on the Tyrrhenian coast. Quick reminder, subscribe if you like what you see.
This morning in Santa Maria del Cedro. Santa Maria del Cedro is one of the 22 towns that are part of the Riviera dei Cedri. It has an historic center in the hilltown. Then we have the marina where you can find all the leaders and the beach. Plus, there's a section of Santa Maria del Cedro that is called Marcellina that we will discover along the way.
Having left Scalea behind, I'm now making my way towards Santa Maria del Cedro. Santa Maria del Cedro was founded in the 17th century after the ancient village of Abate Marco was destroyed by a flood. The rural settlement built at that time became the core of today's town. The territory was once part of the feudal domain of Abate Marco, ruled by various noble families such as the Brancati until 1806. Before becoming an autonomous municipality in 1948, the town was known as Cipollina, later renamed Santa Maria in 1955, and finally Santa Maria del Cedro in 1968. Santa Maria del Cedro preserves a rich fabric of traditions blending religious devotion, food and farming culture, especially around its PDO certified Citron, arts, folk festivals and intercultural promotion. It's a vibrant town where this symbolic fruit becomes a bridge between past and future, sacred and secular, local and global. The town has around 5,000 inhabitants and sits at an altitude of 110 meters above sea level. The local economy is mainly based on agriculture and seaside tourism, which began to grow in the 1970s. In particular, the cultivation of the Santa Maria del Cedro citron is a hallmark of the town, known worldwide and even used in the Jewish festival of Sukkot. The variety grown here, the Diamante Smooth Citron, is considered by experts to be the finest in the world. Santa Maria del Cedro is a well-known tourist destination along the Riviera dei Cedri. It has been awarded the Blue Flag multiple times and attracts thousands of visitors every year. As we enter the town, Piazza San Pio appears on our right. Named after Padre Pio, Saint Pio of Pietrelcina, a beloved 20th century Capuchin friar known for his deep piety and reported stigmata. The square reflects the town's strong religious and cultural heritage. The atmosphere is relaxed and welcoming. Elderly residents chat on benches, children play nearby, and visitors pause to take in the quiet charm before continuing deeper into the town. The murals in Santa Maria del Cedro are a distinctive and colorful feature of the town, turning its streets into an open-air gallery that reflects both local identity and broader cultural themes. On our left, we pass a beautiful supermarket offering fresh local produce and the well-known Ole, Tapas and Stuzzicheria, a beloved spot where locals and visitors alike gather to enjoy delicious tapas, refreshing sangria and their unmissable paella. And here the municipality of the town, followed by the Church of Our Lady of the Citron, Chiesa di Nostra Signora del Cedro, the town's main parish church. Inside it features a striking mosaic of the Madonna and Child holding a citron, symbol of the town's identity, with the altar and tabernacle completely carved from a single olive root. I'm now heading uphill toward the historic center. The village unfolds across steep terrain sloping down toward the sea, with narrow, winding alleys and panoramic squares carved into the rock, making every corner a small natural lookout. The town originated as a fortified farming settlement after the destruction of Abate Marco. It developed in an organic yet spontaneous way, with stone houses built closely together and narrow passageways. The village offers panoramic views both toward the sea and the inland hills, especially from spots like the steps of Via Casale, the dry stone walls in the outer areas, the natural terraces where vegetable gardens and citrus groves were once cultivated. Some houses have direct views of the Tyrrhenian Sea or the Riviera dei Cedri, making the village an ideal place for photography and breathtaking sunsets. Here we are on Corso Cipollina, where we find this bench decorated with colorful ceramic mosaics featuring a cedro fruit at the center of the backrest, the symbol of Santa Maria del Cedro. Continuing our climb, we reach the very heart of the historic center. Santa Maria del Cedro has ancient roots linked to the Magna Graecia city of Laos and to the cultivation of the citron, a symbolic fruit in the Jewish tradition. The murals depict archaeological artifacts, scenes from the Greek past and symbolic figures transforming the walls into instruments of visual storytelling. Here we are passing through Piazza Casale. Piazza Casale has its roots in the ancient Casale, a large quadrangular building constructed by the Carafa family to house the peasants of the Abate Marco fief. The modern town gradually developed around it following the hilly topography of the area. Originally established as a residential settlement after the flood of the 17th century, the Casale was the first urban center in the area. In the 20th century, the village gradually expanded and eventually became an independent municipality under the name of Santa Maria del Cedro. Piazza Casale reflects the soul of Santa Maria del Cedro, the capital of the citrus fruit that shares its name, which is also explicitly depicted in the town's coat of arms. And here in the square we find the restaurant Vecchio Casale, a place dedicated to promoting the gastronomic excellence of the area by using locally sourced ingredients. The menu offers a variety of dishes ranging from seafood to mountain specialties. And this is the War Memorial, a prominent obelisk topped with a Madonna sculpture surrounded by plaques inscribed with the names of the fallen soldiers and erected in 1954. Walking through the historic center, we discover narrow and irregular alleys, often paved, and in some places they open into small courtyards or widened spaces. Some passages are covered or form natural arches between one house and another. Many access points are reached by stairways or uphill ramps that connect the various levels of the center due to the natural slope of the terrain. The urban layout still reflects its medieval rural origins with small houses of one or two levels, often featuring wrought iron balconies and exposed stone arches. Just a few steps from Piazza Casale, we find Piazza Don Francesco Gatto. The entire zone around this square has been the focus of careful urban redevelopment under the Albergo Diffuso scattered hotel project, supported by EU funding. A key feature of this initiative was the construction of a new reception building in the square, intended to be named Palazzo Franco Galliano, in honor of the influential local intellectual and Cedro ambassador. The Church of the Holy Spirit was originally built as a small chapel in the late 17th century by Baron Andrea Brancati. After falling into disrepair, the church was rebuilt between the 1940s and the 1950s by the local community under the guidance of parish priest Don Francesco Gatto. Men, women and children contributed by carrying stones and materials from nearby caves. Today, it remains a symbol of community effort and spiritual identity. The buildings in the historic center are constructed from local limestone with inserts of brick and wood in the floors and roofs. The plaster is often left rough or painted in soft tones. The roofs are sloped and covered with traditional terracotta tiles, and one can still find old wood-fired ovens, walls, and traces of ancient palmenti used for grape pressing or cedro preservation. As you can see, the historic center of Santa Maria del Cedro offers houses for sale, often at accessible prices, especially those in need of renovation. The town has around 5,000 residents, so it qualifies for the 7% tax rate as it falls below the 20,000 residents threshold, just like most towns in this area. Now let's talk about transportation. Santa Maria del Cedro is served by two nearby train stations. One is called Grisolia Santa Maria, located just 5 minutes away from the historic center, and Marcellina Verbicaro Orso Marso, situated in the Marcellina district about 6 minutes away. These train stations mainly serve local routes. For major train connections, such as regional and long-distance services, you need to go to the Scalea train station, which is located about 10 to 15 minutes away, depending on whether you're coming from the historic center or the marina areas of Santa Maria del Cedro. From the historic center, it's possible to catch a local bus near the town hall, which connects to other towns along the Riviera dei Cedri. For broader regional connections, however, the main bus stops are located in Marcellina, directly in front of the train station, and at the marina of Santa Maria del Cedro. In this video, I'll also take you on a tour of Marcellina, a charming flat town just 10 minutes from Scalea and only 3 minutes from the marina of Santa Maria del Cedro. We'll explore some of the most iconic landmarks in Santa Maria del Cedro, including the ancient watchtowers, the castle of San Michele, the Cedro Museum, and much more. So stay with me to get a complete understanding of this town. Now let's talk about healthcare. Santa Maria del Cedro has general practitioners available, as well as a Guardia Medica, an out-of-hour medical service you can contact if you need assistance outside regular office hours. For emergency care, the nearest hospital emergency room is at the Tyrrhenian Hospital in Belvedere Marittimo, about 30 minutes away. As with many historic centers, getting around is mostly on foot, but the unique charm and deep-rooted traditions of local life make the experience truly unforgettable. We are now approaching the highest part of the town, where breathtaking views of both the sea and the mountains open up before you. Here you'll find the pizzeria and the ristorante Jaguar, where you can not only take in the stunning panorama over the Gulf of Policastro, but also enjoy a light, wood-fired pizza or savor traditional dishes from Calabrian cuisine. Now we leave the historic center behind and head toward the castle of San Michele for our next visit. The castle of San Michele is a remarkable Norman-era fortress, likely dating back to the 11th or 12th century, with ruins that overlook the town of Santa Maria del Cedro. Elegantly positioned on a rocky promontory overlooking the Abate Marco Valley and river, its strategic location offered expansive control over the surrounding lands. Built with a rectangular plan, the castle featured a cylindrical tower guarding the main entrance and likely included a drawbridge, though this has since vanished. On the northern side, a long curtain wall with large arched openings hints at the layout of its interior spaces, while other defensive elements include a semi-cylindrical tower on the west and a more robust square tower to the north. With its defensive architecture, religious heritage tied to Brazilian and Benedictine monks, and its lasting imprint on the area's early settlement, the castle is a significant historical landmark and today open for visitors. Laos Ranch in Santa Maria offers horseback excursions that let you explore and enjoy the natural beauty of the surrounding landscape. Santa Maria del Cedro now features a fully operational helipad that can accommodate up to 3 helicopters simultaneously accessible 24/7 for rescue and military missions. The Laos Archaeological Park spans about 60 hectares of ancient history. On site, you can explore the layout and stop by a modest antiquarium showcasing relics of daily life, a must-see blend of antiquity and Mediterranean charm. Here, the celebrated Cedro of Santa Maria del Cedro PO thrives in shaded, trellised groves, each fruit handled with care, wrapped to avoid blemishes and harvested by hand. Up next, we'll explore its story inside the Cedro Museum. The Cedro, not just any citrus, but a sacred symbol celebrated in biblical texts, the stories of Magna Graecia and Jewish rituals. This museum was created to honor this agricultural and spiritual treasure, the Calabrian Cedro, a rare and fragrant variety cherished by rabbis worldwide for the Jewish festival of Sukkot. Every year, thousands of Orthodox Jews come from Israel, France, and the United States to handpick the purest fruits, known as the etrog, used in the Sukkot ritual to commemorate the Exodus and the nomadic life of the Jewish people in the desert. Walking through the museum's rooms is a journey through time, from the ancient Greek colony of Laos to the literary works of Apicius, Boccaccio, Tasso, and D'Annunzio, all captivated by the history and aroma of the Cedro. The artistic path, featuring ceramic panels and literary quotes, guides us through myth, science, and religion. The sensory experience leads us into taste, workshops, tastings, and meetings with local farmers. Let us touch and feel the authentic identity of Calabria. Here, the Cedro is more than a fruit. It's culture, memory, and a bridge between peoples. It's the green thread that connects rural tradition and ancient spirituality. Visiting the Museum of the Cedro is more than a tour. It's an experience to live, listen to, and savor. All showcased local products are not only for viewing, they're available for you to buy and enjoy. And here we are going to explore Torre Nocito, built during the Norman period. This tower was part of a coastal defense and lookout system alongside other towers like Torre Longa and Torre Sant'Andrea. Today, Torre Nocito has taken on a new role as a house of culture. In 2017, after careful restoration, the tower became home to the public library Amici di Sofia, a place where past and present come together. It's a reference point for readers, knowledge seekers, and anyone eager to discover the rich culture of the Riviera dei Cedri. Now we're heading to Marcellina, a small town that's part of the municipality of Santa Maria del Cedro. Leaving Scalea behind, we take the first left off SS18. It's the easiest route to reach this charming little destination. Just a quick heads up. This isn't my real speed. The video has been fast-forwarded. When driving through the marina of Santa Maria del Cedro, keep in mind there are 3 speed cameras along the way, and the speed limit is strictly 50 kilometers per hour. So take it slow and drive safe, otherwise you could be hit with a fine. As we enter the town, the first thing we come across is the Marcellina Verbicaro Orso Marso train station. As mentioned earlier, this station is served by local trains, making it easy to travel along the Riviera dei Cedri. For long distances or high-speed trains, the nearest hub is Calabria. Right here, you'll also find the local bus terminal with routes that connect Marcellina to the entire coast, making it a convenient getaway to the surrounding area. Marcellina is a flat, easy-to-walk town that really has it all. Here you find Krai supermarket stocked with local produce and plenty of great things inside. No need to go far for groceries or daily essentials. Here we find a laundry service, a takeaway pizzeria, and the famous Aronne pastry shop. They also have a spacious terrace, perfect for enjoying your coffee and pastry in the open air, especially on sunny mornings like this. But now let's take a closer look at some of their mouth-watering treats. At Aronne pastry shop, the selection is just incredible, from creamy ice cream to classic Italian pastries and beautiful cakes that are almost too pretty to eat, all crafted with care and tradition, a true taste of local flavor. And look at these huge, delicious cornetti fresh out of the oven. Flaky, golden, and filled with all kinds of tempting flavors, and absolute must-try. But now let's see what else Marcellina has to offer. Just along the street, you'll find a pharmacy called Cortese, a reliable and friendly pharmacy serving the Marcellina community. Further on, we have a florist and a cool women's clothing store with lots of great styles. And here, an internet point, another clothing store, and a bar that also overlooks the piazza we'll be heading to soon. And this downtown pizzeria is known for its wood-fired pizza, fresh panini, and tasty finger food. In the quiet streets of Marcellina, ancient history comes back to life through art. Here, a series of powerful murals transform walls into windows on the past, telling the story of the ancient Greek city of Laos. Piazza Agora is the main square of Marcellina. The name Agora refers to the ancient Greek tradition of a public gathering place, a spot for community culture and exchange. This square hosts 2 notable fountains, a central spray fountain and a cascading waterfall fountain, which add beauty and a peaceful atmosphere to the area. Nearby stand the monument of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the monument of Saint Pio of Pietrelcina, reflecting the strong local religious devotion. Piazza Agora is the social heart of Marcellina, hosting local events, religious celebrations, and cultural activities. For example, during the Feast of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, the local band performs parades and concerts through the square and surrounding streets. And here is the local bar and tabacchi where you can grab a coffee, buy cigarettes, or try your luck with the lottery. It's a classic stop in any Italian town. And here another women's clothing store and Abolicino Eccellenze Italiane that make and sell top quality liqueurs and gourmet products using ingredients from the area and recipes that have been passed down and refined over the years. And just past we have Alabama Supermarket, a great spot for groceries and everyday stuff. Marcellina may be small, but it's full of character. Nestled between the sea and the hills, it's part of the beautiful Riviera dei Cedri. Life here moves at a relaxed pace and everything you need is just a short walk away. It's the kind of place where locals know each other and visitors are always greeted with a smile. Whether you're here for a quick stop or a longer stay, Marcellina offers a quiet charm that's hard to forget. Quick tip, before we saw the pharmacy, but here we find a parafarmacia. What's the difference? In Italy, a farmacia is a full pharmacy where you can get prescription medications as well as over-the-counter drugs and health products. A parafarmacia sells non-prescription items like vitamins, supplements, and baby care but cannot provide prescription medicines. So, if you need something prescribed by a doctor, make sure to visit a farmacia. Along the way, you'll come across a beauty salon and a hairdresser, and they're not the only ones in Marcellina. There's even an artisan bakery just around the corner. Honestly, Marcellina has just about everything you could need. Always within walking distance, there's Cambia Stefano, a store offering household goods, gardening supplies, hardware, and much more. Continuing my walk through the town, I arrive at Piazza Sacro Cuore. Standing at the heart of Piazza Sacro Cuore is the Church of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, the spiritual and symbolic center of Marcellina. Each year on June 6th and 7th, the town gathers here to honor its patron, the Sacred Heart of Jesus, with a traditional novena, processions, and vibrant festivities, keeping faith and tradition alive in the rhythm of daily life. Though modest in appearance, this parish has long been a cornerstone of the local community. Its roots are tied to the growth of Marcellina itself, serving generations with moments of celebration, mourning, and reflection. Along the road connecting Santa Maria del Cedro to Marcellina, I had to show you this gem, Restaurant Lago La Moretta. Nestled in a natural oasis amid the open countryside, Lago La Moretta offers a refined atmosphere perfect for special events and celebrations. Their menu highlights both meat and fish dishes, with a special focus on traditional regional flavors. Definitely a must-try if you're in the area. Having just left Marcellina, I'm now heading to the beach to show you the new seafront. Santa Maria del Cedro is undergoing a remarkable transformation with the creation of its new seafront, a project reshaping both the town and the beautiful Riviera dei Cedri. Stretching over 2 kilometers, this vibrant new promenade invites residents and visitors alike to enjoy breathtaking coastal views. Together, these initiatives are making Santa Maria del Cedro an even more appealing destination for tourists, while enriching the everyday lives of its residents. But this seafront is just one part of a larger vision. The local administration is driving a comprehensive regeneration plan that includes upgrades along the river, new bike paths, and the establishment of energy communities, all designed to boost quality of life and champion environmental sustainability. The beach in Santa Maria del Cedro is quite expansive, featuring both lidos and free public areas. The lidos are stunning, offering restaurant service for lunch and dinner, often accompanied by evening entertainment. And here a few pictures of some delicious dishes I had the pleasure to savor while enjoying a stunning view of the sea, the kind of experience where great food, a gentle breeze and the sound of the waves come together to create unforgettable moments. The beach of Santa Maria del Cedro features fine sand, occasionally mixed with small pebbles, especially near the shoreline. It is washed by a shimmering sea that shifts in colors from light blue to deep blue, crystal clear and transparent, with a seabed that gradually slopes down as you move away from the shore. As I continue south along the next stretch of the promenade, you'll notice its beauty. Palm trees lining the way, well-kept hedges, and wide open spaces, including plenty of parking. While there isn't an ancient amphitheater in Santa Maria del Cedro, the town has embraced a modern rendition of such a space, the Arena dei Giardini. This contemporary venue, nestled along the lungomare Giorgio Perlasca, acts as a cultural and social hub for both residents and visitors. And here's another free public area of the beach, where you can spot the beautiful island of Cirella in the distance, a perfect place to relax, take a swim, or simply enjoy the view as the sun sets over the sea. So, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Ending with a night drone shot of Santa Maria del Cedro's stunning endless lungomare.